Hello everyone. Welcome to another Honkai Star Rail stream. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I was dropping off some stray kittens that apparently the stray cat had right behind our house, and unfortunately the drop-off place did not open until 2. And so I had to wait for that, and then I had to wait my turn, obviously. But now three stray kittens are safely at a pet shelter that should take good care of them. So we're happy about that, but it did make me a little bit late. So how is everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. My name is Poetentate, but I go by Poe. Thank you so much for watching. So just a recap. Everybody's at 60. Everyone's light cone is like 60. I did kind of lie about that. I thought everyone's was, but I forgot about alternate Trailblazer because I always leave them on destruction. I forgot I got the preservation one, which I still need to level up a little bit. So once I have this one up to 60, then everybody will be at 60. And then we are working on traces currently, and right now we are done with Ting Yun, which was the last one you all saw, and currently working on Asta, and then everyone past her. Kinda thinking about how I am going to use the rest of these guys, because they are limited once I unlock this third one, because there are more characters than I have of these, so I might have to pick and choose who gets this last bonus ability unlock. Especially if I'm saving up for our husband, and this is our current fund for him. Not very much, but we are really hopeful that Fu Xuan will be released before our husband, so we have all of her banner time to save up more. And it looks like we have enough for one ticket to throw in the bank. And we got some achievements! Oh, I'm really excited to show you this. So I have been working on the simulated universe for this week, and while I was working on it, I was also trying to get some of the achievements for it. So we got the one, Code of Chivalry, defeat Gapar without defeating the Silvermane guards that were summoned. Got that one. And we also got Right Hand Man's many right-handed right hands. Defeat Svarog after destroying 4 auxiliary robot arm units. I thought it was 5, so I did 5, but apparently it's only 4. And so we got most of the ones that I can currently do in the simulated universe. I'm gonna be trying to get this HP one, and then also in Echoes of War, probably the antimatter engine one, because the other ones are pretty much, this one, the Hot Blooded, is kind of just up to luck. And then once I eventually get strong enough, I'll probably go back into Forgotten Hall and try and get this Bronya achievement. But we're doing pretty good on achievements. We have 256 of them. We almost have 200 of the bronze ones. We're getting close. And then it looks like today is the last day for relic double drops. If you are playing it at the time of this live stream. Only a few more days of the underground treasure hunting, which we have done all of, so no worries there. And then only 4 more days for Kafka, so hopefully anyone who wants her has gotten her by now. Yep, so that's just the quick catch up. So what we will be doing today is we are currently trying to explore the Exalting Sanctum, get it 100%ed for, so that we can move on to the next places to explore. But quite a few quests are in the Exalting Sanctum. You'll see here. And so, Exalting Sanctum, we've moved quite a few of them into areas that we have not explored yet. So actually, there's only one now, so we were pretty thorough in our last one. And so, as the title suggests, we are going to be working on this companion mission, which focuses on Luocha. And we will see. We have an achievement that says "See the hidden side of Luocha." So I'm really curious what's going to happen. If that means Luocha is more of a bad guy, is he more of just someone in the middle who's not bad or not good, or are we doubting him because Welt seems to have some beef with him? So let us go to the Exalting Sanctum. Hopefully we'll be able to get through this one pretty fast, and then we can explore the area and move on to the next zone.
If we're not on patrol, we should get some rest.
Because we are getting close to fully doing all of the story, all the hidden stuff in Honkai, and once we do, we will move on to my Genshin, because I will tell you, I have so much to do in Genshin. Maybe less than some people, because I have everything 100%ed all the way up to Sumeru. Sumeru's kind of like where I lost steam. I can never remember where these stairs are. But I have a lot to do in Sumeru. Especially since we all want to actually get to Fontaine. Speaking of which, messing around in Fontaine is a blast. So,
Always takes forever.
anyone who's up to Fontaine-ish area in game would heavily suggest it, because Fontaine is a lot. It brings back the fun to 100%ing exploration.
I owe you two an apology. My speculations have gotten us into a delicate situation. I'll treat you to some Xianzhou delicacies later. I'm glad to hear you say that.
I did want to say something, though. I don't think Mr. Yang is the kind of person to make a judgment based only on instinct. Gut feeling.
It's not something I need to conceal from you. As you know, there are infinite worlds in this universe that can be similar, yet different from each other in various ways. The same is true of the people on those worlds. That's why it's possible for us to run into individuals on multiple worlds who share an appearance, but not a personality. For all we know, in some faraway world, March's adorable face might belong to an intergalactic pirate.
I knew she was suspicious.
Hey! He was just giving an example. I'm the nicest girl in the galaxy.
However, in most cases, their fates will walk a similar course. I've seen two people who looked almost identical to this Luocha. They were not of the virtuous persuasion. That's why the moment I laid eyes on him, a chill ran down my spine. March is right. We shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But I can't overlook this. I don't want to force you into trusting my judgment, but...
Oh, welcome. I'm hoping that you're keeping hydrated, because the heat wave right now is sweltering. But I'm excited for when you get here. But yeah, stay hydrated if you're outside right now. But thank you for popping in.
What are you talking about? Of course we trust your judgment, Mr. Yang. Right? Of course. Crew members are always right.
I'm glad you believe in me, truly. But the problem remains. Will the Realm Keeping Commission trust a judgment based on this logic?
From a Xianzhou legal standpoint, the Realm Keeping Commission is unable to accept a judgment like this. It's not that we distrust you, Mr. Yang, but we cannot act on groundless accusations. I hope you understand.
Of course. We raised the accusation. We will carry the burden of proof.
Okay. Interesting.
We may be new to the Xianzhou, but we're already investigating the mysterious disappearance of Luocha. Yup, I always dreamed of a head-scratcher like this. A chance to showcase my detective genius. I've been familiarizing myself with the Angler mystery lately. I think it's safe to say I have the best investigative mind on the Express at this point.
You have good taste, Miss March. The Angler Mystery is a classic detective novel on the Xianzhou. I read it when I was young and dreamed about working in the commission ever since. I didn't think it would be attracting new readers over 200 years later.
A fellow reader! But Miss Qingyan, the author, Su Feng, was the lead medical assistant in an apothecary, and the main character, the Angler, is a healer. Why didn't you want to join the Alchemy Commission instead?
A number of reasons. This job may be trivial, but I have my reasons for being here. Plus, the threshold for the Alchemy Commission was too difficult for me to reach.
Oh, same, girl. We love that. Go for the job that you can successfully achieve.
Oh, I see. But your lives are so long. Shouldn't career change be easy?
I considered it once. That was a long time ago. The longer I stay in this job, the more I understand its purpose. Fighting crime, helping the weak, solving the problems no one wants to touch. It's a satisfying feeling.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
Copium, though, but that's nice.
Sounds like you really care.
I can bring up the data anytime from here. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's go. Jingyan takes everyone to the four-square mirror and begins to retrieve the footage.
As official Dahao mentioned, the arbor caused unusual yin-yang phenomena, which affected the entire Psycrane system.
I don't know. I have been dealing with a lot of Psycranes recently.
We lost a lot of video footage, and for the image data we recovered, the timestamps are all jumbled up. Look, this is Mr. Luocha on the day prior to the resurrection.
So we have to clean up and reorder the footage ourselves?
Exactly. Thank you again for your help.
This is your forte. Over to you.
What, puzzle solving? Aren't you the genius detective? Oh, we'll just go with it. Mr. Yang did something to us similar.
I knew we could rely on you.
Puzzle? Okay. Luocha crossed the street and turned into a strange corner. It looks dangerous there, but he didn't seem to care at all. He paced in with nothing but a sword in hand. Luocha walked out of a small inn without any heavy luggage. Luocha walked into the spare time bookshop and stepped out after a while. He left with nothing in hand. Perhaps he didn't buy anything. Luocha is looking into a distance at the dock of Exalting Sanctum with a coffin at his side. Maybe he just left a star skiff. Maybe he's waiting for a new star skiff. He walked along the dock for a while and put aside his luggage, leaning on the rail and watching the star skiffs passing by the dock.
Oh, what do you think? Any idea what the correct order is?
Well, obviously the ones where he has the coffin goes together, and the ones without the coffin go together. Oh,
Sure.
I have
Which
to...
one do you wanna...
What's footage 1? Okay, so in footage, I'm gonna have to write this down, otherwise I will not remember. Okay, so in 1, he has a sword. And he goes into a corner. And 2, he came out of an inn, and he has no luggage. Okay, so he was at a bookstore. Still nothing in hand. While then, in the last one, he has the coffin. but it doesn't tell me if he has the sword. Now, he either drops off the... Well, this is prior to him now, and when he met Dan Heng, he had the coffin. So the coffin has to be the last one in the sequence. You would think if he killed someone, then the sword would come before the coffin. So 1 would come before 4. And then you have the inn and the bookstore, which I don't feel... He doesn't have luggage in either. I don't feel like 2 or 3 really matter which order they're in. But if he was like waking up for the day and leaving his accommodations, it would be 2. And then he might go to the bookstore, and then he might murder someone and then have the dead body in the coffin, which he is trying to run away with. So let's see what options they have. I think 4 should be last, which apparently it agrees with, because 4 is the last one in most of these. I think 1 should come before 4, which is these 2 options. But they have 3 and 2, or 2 and 3, so which ones do you think comes first? I feel like he would come out of the inn first. Like, he had accommodations, he goes to the bookstore, he murders someone with the sword, he has the coffin. So I think it's 2, 3.
2, 3, 1, 4. Luocha emerges from the inn, goes to Spare Time Bookshop, turns into an alley, then appears at the dock with his luggage. Oh, I know! He must have found a treasure map at Spare Time Bookshop. He went into the alley to dig it up, and then went home with his newfound riches.
I like that she hasn't even begun to thought that he might have murdered someone.
On second thought, nah, this order feels awkward. Try arranging it again.
Okay, so they didn't like 2, 3, so let's try 3, 2.
Really? That feels like a messy order to me. So Luocha enters Spare Time Bookshop and then the inn, but leaves moments after empty-handed. Then he turns a corner. Do you think he captured someone and put them in the coffin?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to get to.
That's quite a conjecture, March. The Xianzhou scans all luggage moving into and out of their territory. It'd be nearly impossible to pull off. Not to mention, when Luocha turns the corner, he doesn't have the coffin with him.
Whew, thank goodness. Looks like this order is still a little problematic. Try again?
What? I even wrote it down trying to realize it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 is he has a sword. They don't like the sword than the inn anyway, So he goes the sword in the corner. Like, 1, 2, 3 just does not make sense. While then 4 is he has the coffin. But then he suddenly does, and then he goes to the inn, or he's leaving the inn without his luggage, so maybe he dropped off the coffin. Then he goes to the bookstore, no luggage, and then he goes to the sword with the corner. I wouldn't have picked that, like, reasoning-wise ever, but let's see if it's right.
Let me see if this order works. Luocha exits the Star Skiff, enters Exalting Sanctum, goes into an inn, and puts down his luggage, including the coffin. Then he goes to Spare Time Bookshop, but doesn't buy anything. Finally, he leaves and turns a corner into a dark alley.
How would anyone have thought of that order naturally?
The logic in this is sound. Looks like the correct order. Nice work.
I was running under the logic that he murdered someone and is trying to stow their body in the coffin, like March said, but, you know, whatever. I apparently am wrong.
Nice work indeed. You're sidekick to a genius detective after all. Where does this corner lead to?
I checked the map and found a gate in this open area. Look, there's a small dock on the other side. He may have left on a star skiff.
Why would he leave Exalting Sanctum via a secluded dock? That's so suspicious.
I don't think Mr. Luocha could have departed from there. The dock you're referring to is Yunsho Crag 999. It belongs to the seat of divine foresight. It's only used during invasions. That's why that gate is almost always locked. As far as I know, it's been locked for centuries and only gets opened for occasional inspections.
We just had...
The question is, when did he leave? There's only one gate in this area, at least on the map. Miss Jingyan, does the remaining footage show anyone else entering or leaving this place?
We just had an invasion. Obviously it got used. This must be when he met up, but he doesn't have the coffin. I was gonna say, like, this sounds like when he meets up with Dan Heng and Su Shang.
I can find out, but you'll have to wait a while. Most of the footage was lost, but at least there was a whole day of recording. There's a lot that needs checking and confirming first.
Understood. Thank you.
Thank you for your hard work.
Thanks so much. We'll be waiting patiently.
Your assistance in this matter is what requires gratitude. I'll get you what you need as soon as possible.
It's like I've been up here before, but my brain wanted me to, like, come in and check again just to make sure I'd gotten everything up here.
Thanks for waiting. I checked all of the footage we have of the open area. I say all. A lot of it was lost.
Are the corrupted parts recoverable? Can we use the same methods again?
For some of them, maybe. But I can't guarantee anything. I'll do my best, of course. It'll take more time. I can't hand them over just now.
Thank you. Did you find anything in the remaining footage worth paying attention to?
Only that someone left the area through that exit around 2 hours after Luocha's appearance here. Luocha's nowhere to be seen, though.
A child?
Huh? Isn't this a scene from the Angler Mystery?
What?
The Angler Mystery, the novel. There's a scene that's identical to this footage.
Now that you mention it...
I'm not sure I follow.
Same, Mr. Yang, same.
The Angler's origin story, of course. He's a healer from the Alchemy Commission who gets on the wrong side of a mysterious organization called the Tea Society. 2 agents in dark clothing wait for him to be alone and then poison him. The drug has the same de-aging effect as the Vidyadhara's hatching rebirth. The Angler gets younger and turns back into a child. From there on out, the Angler pursues the Tea Society while solving all kinds of strange cases.
Are you suggesting that that small child is Luocha?
It wouldn't. In the book, the drug only de-ages the body. It can't repair damage to the soul. In other words, it's like molting. Not a true rebirth.
Hatching rebirths are specific to the Vidyadhara. Can humans also experience de-aging?
It's just a novel. Who knows if something like that could happen in reality? I thought of it as soon as I saw this footage, though.
Sufang, the author, was a medical assistant in the Alchemy Commission. The medical principles of the novel are strictly grounded in reality.
You all aren't seriously suggesting that Luocha got turned into a child, are you? Oh my gosh.
True. If someone from the Alchemy Commission was suggesting it could be done, then there's always a possibility.
So, March, what you mean is, the 2 people in dark clothing are Tea Society agents, and the child is a de-aged Luocha?
Please tell me this is not where this quest line is going, please.
What if a crazy Angler mystery fan decided to commit a copycat crime? Luocha gets turned into a child, then follows a mysterious duo in black. Oh, the plot thickens. This could be a kidnapping.
Oh my gosh, let's stop and take a breath. Let's not get too far into her shenanigans because you all are going off the rails. Let's just find the child and ask them what they saw. The child is not Luocha. Oh my gosh.
The child in the footage has black hair. Luocha's hair is blonde.
Thank you.
Maybe he dyed his hair.
March, please let this absurd string of thought go.
Hold your horses, everyone. I recognize this child now. That's Yinshu, the young shopkeeper at Spare Time Bookshop.
The one that Luocha went to.
Too bad, March. No de-aging, no angler.
Thank God we're not actually going down this plot idea.
No, this is completely different.
Oh, I forgot that Julian can essentially shapeshift.
The Cycranes weren't able to get a clear look at the two people in dark clothing. Let's ask Inshu. Maybe she saw something.
I'll keep trying to recover the lost footage. I'll contact you if there's a breakthrough.
All right, let's go. Time to interview the witness.
I feel like Luocha might be doing something suspicious, but it's not in the, like, way that, that Mr. Yang is concerned about.
Permission if you need help.
Bookstore.
I don't see the shopkeeper. Let's look for her in the area.
Business hours aren't over yet. She should be nearby. You two go ahead. I'll wait here in case she comes back.
Okay, let's go.
I see, like, some kids in this corner. Oh, they're too far out of the search area bubble. Oh, there's a note, it looks like. Sad woman, are there really no iron boxes here? We used to stock a novel by the Outworlder called Iron Box. It used to be there, second shelf on the right, but it's a real shame we're already sold out. It's not looking for a book, but an actual iron box. But we're a family bookstore here. We sell books, not boxes. Oh, this is the, if you all remember from a few episodes ago, the guy who is the item keeper, like, for the straw, that you can buy from, we got a component. We then went to a guy and we traded the component for an iron box. And so I remember now that he said that the iron box should go to the bookstore. We have a note about that. You got an iron box with you? What an incredible coincidence. This might just be destiny, but this box's memory bubble contains all my most precious memories. Old tin box. Don't tell me this box matches my key exactly. Let me give it a try. The key apparently fits, but inside of the keyhole is severely rusted. You notice that after several attempts, she finally twists open the lid, but you'll never know whether the key fit or whether it was forced open. There's no memory bubble. Hang on, here's a photo. A ring and a letter to someone. You wait as she reads the letter. Tears stream down her face as if her most precious memories are being reaped. My past self had fallen in love with this short-life species person. I was afraid no one would remember their love story, so she made up this caper about a memory bubble, hoping I could find the box she left behind. How selfish she was. And why'd you leave it behind at a bookstore? I think only our mischievous friend the shopkeeper knows. If you hadn't brought me the iron box, I'd have missed all these memories. How about I give you this jar of draconic tears to you as a way of saying thanks? Tears? It's a herbal specialty from Scale Gorge Waterscape. It's usually quite pricey, but this jar of draconic tears here is of lower quality. I won't get much for it, so why don't you take it? Do I have a jar of tears now? Of marbles? I wonder if we take this back to the guy, to the shop owner. I would kind of keep it, though, if it was me. I would want to keep it. Hi, Yunshin. I have an errand to run. Please watch the store for me while I'm gone. Back soon. Inshu.
So she asked someone to look after the shop for her. But where are they? Looks like they must have left too.
That might be the note that's on the shop. away on temporary business. Please come back
Looks
later.
like Yin Shu isn't here after all. Where could she be?
That's an investigate, and I don't think it has anything to do with what we're doing. You open the scroll and find Xianzhou words written in artistic style inside. It's likely to be the work of calligraphy, as the Xianzhou citizens often call it, but it is in digital form. After 40 years, the latest addition to the Angler Mystery Series, the Hatching Rebirth Conundrum, selling out everywhere.
A new addition after so many years? Looks like I made the right choice coming to the Luocha. As soon as we've cracked this case, I'm getting myself a copy. Su Fong is the greatest.
I feel like every single writer is just like 200 years to write the sequel. Sounds about right. Okay, so it does look like I need to investigate these. Demonic, mysterious, treacherous. The Xianzhou masterpiece, Records of the Supernatural, on sale now.
Huh? A supernatural tales anthology? Sounds like a good bedtime read. Might stop me daring to run to the bathroom at night, though.
Okay. Are we supposed to also talk to people? Thank you. I'm heading back to Scale Gorge Waterscape. My family in the pharmaceutical business, and I bought these draconic tears over from Scalegape Waterscourge. As average as they may look, they're molded to look like that. I heard discerning outworlders steeped in the Xianzhou culture like it that way, but how am I ever going to find the kind of outworlder around? Okay, so not him. Well, let's see anyone over here. Mr. Yang?
You two go ahead. I'll wait here. The Xianzhou has some
We'll be back soon. Don't get too comfortable.
Alright, so...
Hey, mister. Are you manning the counter for the young shopkeeper of Spare Time Bookshop?
Huh? Young shopkeeper? You mean Young Shu? Yeah, I am. Something wrong?
Can you please tell us where she is?
Why should I?
Because we're asking nicely. What's with the attitude?
I can tell you. If you pay me 500 strands.
That's a lot.
Pay you? What is this? You want paying for a simple favor?
Come on. No one ever tell you that information and intelligence are the most valuable commodities?
This guy doesn't seem like the negotiable type. What should we do?
I do not have that much.
Oh, you dare threaten me? Do you know who I am?
I don't know. Do you know who I am?
The question is, do you know who we are?
Thank you, March 7th. Or the Express Crew.
The Express Crew. Never heard of you. I mean, they couldn't be higher-ups from one of the other Xianzhou ships, could they? Dang it! Am I in trouble? Ugh, better to live and find another day. Ugh, forget it. I'm not stooping to your level. Inshu said she had a voucher for a food stall over in Exalting Sanctum. She wanted to use it before it expired. You know, she's not been gone long. Probably finishing up her food right now.
And you wanted us to pay 500 straws for that? Absolute con artistry.
About time you saw the light. Come on, let's go.
You wanted 500 straw for that information. Man straight up was trying to, like, take us for everything we had. I don't think I even have 100, actually. Oh, there she is.
Are you Yinshu? The shopkeeper at Spare Time Bookshop? There's something we want to talk to you about. Yeah, that's me. Can I help you? You're heading back to the store, right? Let's walk and talk. I'll tell you all about it on the way. Oh, okay. Let's go.
You return to the Spare Time Bookshop. On the way over, you get Inshu up to speed.
That footage. I remember that day. After I closed up the store, I walked around for a while. I was looking for a place to read. I found that empty area. It seemed like a good reading spot at first, but then I noticed two people dressed in dark clothing, and a blonde outworlder hanging around. Something didn't feel right. So I left. Those two people left the same way I did. So you just happened to be going the same way. Did you see what the outworlder was doing? Sorry. I was only trying to find a place to read. I didn't pay much attention to him. Or the two in dark clothing. All I remember is the two people in dark clothing. They smell pretty bad. I guess that's not much of a clue. Sorry I can't give you any useful information.
It's more than we had 20 minutes ago, so...
On the contrary, any information you can give is valuable. Thank you very much. Still, according to the Crane recordings, Luocha's final stop before heading towards the open area was your store.
My store? Spare Time Bookshop? You're sure he came to... Oh, that's right. I remember now, he did pay a visit. Oh, how could I forget? He came in, looked at a few titles, and then handed one to me. An old paperback. Everything seemed normal, but after paying for it, he immediately tore off the title page. I was shocked, but he was grinning ear to ear, so I didn't dare ask him about it. After that, he just left the book on the counter and went on his way. I can't believe I'd forget something like that. I guess the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection the day after pushed everything else to the back of my mind.
So, what was the book?
The Angler Mystery. I was wondering what to do about it. I can't sell a book without a title page. But since you asked about it, here, you can have it.
Why does that book keep coming up? I feel like he's gonna...
Mr. Yang's instinct was right all along. Luocha is a villain. How could he do this? Tearing up a book as well written as the Angler Mystery. Unacceptable.
I feel like her and everyone in the book talk and booktube community is just like rallying their pitchforks, being like, how dare he desecrate a book. But, considering that the Angler Mystery somehow just suddenly had a new installment, my guess is that Luocha is either the author or the person they're burying is the author, and he came to the ship to deliver their last manuscript before they died. That's where I'm guessing this is probably gonna go.
If I knew the answer to that, wouldn't that make me as evil as him?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're forgetting that the Realm Keeping Commission was initially investigating whether someone brought a dangerous object onto the Luofu. The How and the others are probably not aware of what that dangerous object might be, but we know for a fact that it's the Stellaron. I think that by removing the page, Luocha may have provided us with a key piece of the puzzle.
I don't understand. What does tearing out a page have to do with the Stellaron? Are you following Mr. Yang?
Nope. I'm lost.
That's all right. This is a bit of a conjectural leap. What I'm trying to say is, I think Luocha may have friends on the Luofu, and they're using the title page to communicate.
That makes him even worse! How dare he use a book that praises justice for his evil plans?
I'm afraid evil plans are still within the realm of speculation at this stage. We have no way of knowing exactly what he did because the Crane data was lost.
So, is this a dead end?
Oh. Do you have some time? Please come back to the Realm Keeping Commission when you can. I've fixed some of the recordings, and there's a section you might find interesting. Miss Jinyan's help is right on time. Thank you so much. We'll head there immediately. Okay, please be careful on the way here.
That's more like it. New clues always turn up in the nick of time.
For plot convenience. Okay, it would be faster to just walk.
Do you know how to fix a
Just open space. Terrifying.
We now know what time Luocha left the open area.
Nice! You found footage of him leaving?
Yes. According to the Psycrane recordings, he left the area 2 hours after he entered.
Strange. Why spend 2 hours in such a confined area? He must have been up to something.
Afternoon nap?
Maybe he spent all his money on Star Taro bubble tea and couldn't afford a hotel room.
He's a fancy merchant. Probably not, but alright.
Oddly specific, March.
It's a shame no Psycranes are installed in that area. We still have no idea what he was up to. This Luocha is getting more suspicious by the minute. Psst. I know Mr. Yang never wears his heart on his sleeve, but do you get the feeling he's a little restless?
Remember, we're talking about different worlds here. However, I can't deny I'm a little worried that what happened to my home world could befall this place too.
I have not played Honkai 3rd Impact, so I honestly don't know what happened. I'm just gonna assume it's bad.
How does he always hear us?
March, your whispering is other people's talking.
Well, I'm afraid I have some other business to attend to. Let me know if you need anything. You know how to reach me.
Thanks for the help, Miss Qingyan.
So, what did Luocha get up to during those missing 2 hours?
I think it's high time Detective March took the gloves off.
Oh? And what do you have in mind, Detective? Fieldwork?
Oh my gosh, he's such a good dad.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Yang. As the angler once said, a true detective operates as effectively from their armchair as from the scene of the crime. It's too early to start field work. We must wait until my deduction is complete. Then when we arrive at the scene, you'll see that the facts match my theory to a T.
That is a terrible way to deal with crime. You should instead investigate the area and then come up with theories based on the evidence you find instead of trying to make the evidence fit your theories.
Well, seeing as you're so confident, let's give your idea a try.
Yay! Mr. Yang is the best!
A dad through and through. Trying to... Is Mr. Yang around? Okay.
Ready? I'm gonna start my reconstruction. Okay, here we go. Explaining a theory in front of everyone is more nerve-wracking than I expected.
Oh, we're going into a mini dungeon. Okay. I have, I own Luocha, so I do not need to, let's throw in Kafka. No. Back to Jingyuan. It's not gonna let me put my Luocha in. Okay, never mind.
Right. I'll be using the angler's deductive method. Reconstruct what happened from the bad guy's perspective.
And now I'm Luocha.
Oh my gosh. What is that voice? Mr. Yang, I'm scared.
Quit messing around. I'm thinking. Oh, almost forgot about that title page. He took it with him, so it must have had some significance. Next up, I need to have a look at that map, Mr. Yang. He must have gone through that gate up ahead. No way he would have stayed put in such a small area for 2 hours.
But Miss Jingyan mentioned that gate is a military asset. It's locked all year round.
You think that would stop the likes of Luocha? What kind of Stellaron smuggler would he be if he couldn't get past a door?
Yeah, but then...
You think a lock like this can stop a girl like me?
I think I'm actually going insane.
Fine, I'll be me. You guys will have to imagine his lines instead.
Such a rudimentary lock.
Easy pickings.
Even if Luocha was able to unlock the door, what was his goal?
His villain friends must have been waiting on the other side to buy the Stellaron. He went to meet them.
Okay, but like the door, even if the Psycranes went down, these are electronic doors. They would have the memory storage to be like, and like to state that there was no one, like someone had opened the door at X time, unless the memory was wiped, and then that also leaves a mark. So okay. Ta-da! I might be the villain, considering how
Now that I
easily
think
I
about
can
it,
get these puzzles.
Something's not right. Why would they rendezvous at a military airfield?
Because, well, we're too law-abiding to understand bad guy logic.
Hiding in plain sight, perhaps.
Mr. Well, why are you allowing her to...
Hold on. This would have been too quick a route.
And what's wrong with a quick route?
Luocha's voice actor must have had a ball.
Ahem. What's wrong with the quick route, Mr. Yang?
We're trying to uncover what Luocha did during those 2 hours. But even if he repeated this route 20 times, it wouldn't have taken him that long.
Ah, true. He must have had a tougher journey than I imagined. Come on, let's start over.
You look like a tasty morsel. Those who dare to enter here must face a delicious fate.
Ha! Your eyes are bigger than your stomach, foul villain. Have at you!
Why is the monster talking now?
You know, just a little dramatic effect.
I love how
Off.
unserious this companion mission is.
A will forged in ice never falters.
Just a scratch.
Show no mercy.
And there's no reason to explore in these areas because... Oh. I didn't even notice this guy. There's no reason to explore in these areas because they never have anything. So you might as well just keep moving forward.
Are made to be broken.
Here, the thunder.
Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
I will say though that
What are all these enemies doing on the Luofu?
same question.
It's because...
March, you don't have to add in combat scenes while you're figuring out where to take the story. We can wait.
Well, to such a supportive dad, 10 out of 10 would love to be his child.
Here, the thunder.
Oh yeah, has anyone seen the photo for the PlayStation 5 Honkai Star Rail beta? Because in it we see the Trailblazer holding a weapon that we have not had access to yet. So I wonder if that weapon is going to be the weapon that we get when we join the Path of the Hunt.
Monster layers and black market spaces, I doubt the Lawfu has any of that. At least I doubt things of that nature existed before the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
Is it really so far-fetched? We're already assuming that Luocha came here to sell the Stellaron to a bunch of cutthroats. May as well throw in some monsters here and there.
You guys sound like film directors. Oh my gosh, I love that the Trailblazer and me are the same person.
The Angler is both a detective and a fighter. Anyway, it's not like we're gonna be able to conjure up exactly what Luocha ran into. Why not use our own interpretation to bridge the gap?
I suppose that makes some kind of sense.
I'm a little concerned. It seems my model is flickering. Wonder what's wrong with my model. Huh. I don't see anything quite right, like anything that might be causing an issue right offhand, but I wonder if I'll have to stream without my model for a little bit if it goes offline, the program I'm using.
I try to go with the flow.
We love Mr. Yang.
I didn't expect this place to be so treacherous. I'll need to be on my guard going forward.
I like Luocha's hairpiece, this hairpiece right here. I really like it.
I wonder, just who is the buyer interested in the Stellaron? The buyer is waiting there. Time to head over.
Plausible. Looking at the map, this place is well hidden.
Finally! Mr. Yang approves Detective March's theory.
Let's see where this leads first.
Stop right there. State your business.
We're back to this voice.
No, that's Puar, the Tea Society's gatekeeper.
Isn't Puar a type of tea?
That's right. He's a member of the Tea Society, so naturally he chose a type of tea as his alias.
I feel like this is in reference to the Sanctus Medicus all having like a flower as their name.
Hey, I'm talking to you. What's your business here?
I want to know who the voice actor is that's making these voices because my goodness.
Can you tell him to be less aggressive?
Oh, sure.
Excuse me, sir. May I ask whether you're here on business or...
Never mind.
I have a delivery for your boss. I need to give it to him in person. If you could let him know I'm here.
Delivery? Ah, yes, the delivery. The boss is waiting for you. I'm afraid I'll need to see some ID first.
I wonder if Luocha has something prepared for this moment.
I need March to be writing this down because this is every B-rated detective story. I need her to write this down and publish it immediately. Oh, I did not get 2 of the research records. I wonder where I could have gotten those.
That's the code. So you're the one. Wait here a moment. I'll call the boss right away.
Take your time.
Puar takes the page and goes to find the boss. Before long, Luocha sees an imposing figure walking towards him.
I wonder if it'll be March or the Trailblazer she uses as her stage prop.
Boss, this is the one. He brought the delivery.
I'll be the judge of that.
It's Pom Pom!
I couldn't think of anyone else to be Mr. Yang's boss.
This
bubble. Let's see this delivery and make it snappy.
Why not, why not... Oh, what's her face? Himiko.
So what? This is the Tea Society, remember?
He's also just as confused as we are.
Not before I see the money. I'm sure you understand the rules of such a transaction.
Why is his mouth animated? Every single character we've had up till now, their mouth has been stock still even when they're talking. Why is his mouth animated suddenly?
Save it. Show us the goods first.
Okay, there's some animations.
Easy now. The item in question is extremely dangerous. It's understandable that our friend here wants to take extra precautions.
Why does Pom Pom get their own voice, but Mr. Welt sounds like stereotypical Brooklyn cop from like the 1970s?
I'm not sure Pom Pom is the best casting choice for a gang boss.
It kind of works, right?
Puar, give him the money. Happy now? Ready to hand it over?
Be careful. Dangerous is an understatement with this item. I'll take my leave.
Yes, you will. Permanently. Puar, get rid of him.
Oh, this was all going so swimmingly.
Selling a dangerous item to me makes you my accomplice. And I've got too many of those. To keep our little secret safe, I'm afraid I need to take special measures.
When it comes to minor details, March can be very logical. As for the rest of the story...
I'm glad that Welt is aware that this is very far-fetched.
Speaking of which, when did I turn into an automaton?
That's Puar's little secret. He transforms into an automaton in dire situations.
I feel like she pulled that out of her hat, but alright.
Okay.
Welch is like, I'm not even gonna try.
And there I was, thinking you gangsters still had some decorum.
Alright, we're gonna see if we can get an achievement right here.
Don't get complacent.
There is a... There is a dooley bop. What is it? There's an achievement that if you can kill the automaton using one of those exploding fish. So we'll see if we can get him to summon the fish, and then we need the fish to kill him. Yeah, these fish.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Jingyuan, I know you're real happy to do follow-up attacks. I need you to not do that right now, though.
Follow my charge.
Nothing major.
There's no time to lose.
Hope you're prepared. Is that all? In the name of Lenda, a will
Forged in ice. Never falters! So fun. Yeah, so you saw that explosion just now? We need that fish, since the other one already died because of Jingyuan's follow-up attack, to,
Sleep is not the dead
return!
Ooh, it's almost dead. Ooh, it's almost dead. Alright, hopefully this ult won't kill it in one hit. Alright, I think its health is down enough that if I killed this, it'll kill the automaton? Ah, no. Okay, cool. It summoned more.
Conflict is pitiless.
I don't want to do this. Oh wait, no, its ult might
Show no mercy.
Bam. Yes! Okay, that's exactly the achievement I wanted. I wanted the friendly fire. I didn't know how I was gonna get that on purpose.
This isn't over.
But that's delightful that we got that. Cool.
Fights like these don't go unnoticed in Exalting Sanctum. Cloud Knights could show up at any minute. Better get going.
And so Luocha has to make a break for it. But where to? Let me have a look at the map. Aha! Gotcha!
I really hope that, like, none of this is correct because of the fact that March will never let this go if she is right in any form.
Halt! Who goes there?
I didn't alert either of them. Falsities.
Uh-oh. His only escape is...
I'm aboard, Luocha. Time to get out of here.
So Luocha hopped on a star skip and fled with the help of his accomplice. And that, ladies and gents, is the truth behind Luocha's disappearance.
The other idea is that he was... No, it did say he left after 2 hours. I was about to be like... Because the other thing, we know that he's currently disappeared because he was taking the coffin somewhere. The tree happened, and then he was being escorted by Su Shang. He ran into Dan Heng, and then Su Shang escorted us to... I can't remember which of the cities, but escorted us somewhere. And then we don't know where Luocha went, but we know Dan Feng came after us. Dan Heng.
So, who was piloting the star skiff?
I'm not sure either. The pilot didn't show themselves, so let's just assume it was him.
At
least let the audience just see my face.
Too many faces, too small a budget. Maybe next time.
March, as much as I enjoyed your deduction, I do have a few questions.
Well, it's trying to put this so delicately.
For example, if Luocha took flight from the dock, how could he appear in side crane footage 2 hours later? Also, the dock is a military installation. The Cloud Knights would be on the scene at the slightest disturbance. How did so many monsters show up without warning? Last but not least, even if Luocha did encounter all of the troubles you described, it wouldn't have taken him 2 hours to escape.
You're right, Mr. Yang. I guess I can't compete with the angler just yet. You know what? Time for some field work. Maybe the answers to our questions are waiting for us at the scene.
We could have skipped this entire deduction by March and just gone straight to field work, but alright.
That might be the best approach. Let's go.
Freedom. Oh yeah, by the way, yesterday I got a haircut. We're still debating on how we feel about the haircut. I like that I finally got the undercut I've been requesting at like the last 2 to 3 haircuts. But it's a little short on top. I was maybe wanting it just a little bit longer than it currently is, and so it looks like it looks like middle school boy haircut. There we go. That's the best I can describe it. That or like a freshman haircut.
Excuse me, officer. We're looking for someone. Can you help us?
These guys are just suddenly going to be the 2 men in black that were dealing with Luocha.
He's got blonde hair, and judging by the way he's dressed, I'd say he was an outworlder.
A traveler with blonde hair? Could it be? May I ask why you're looking for him?
He saved our life. Since when did we start sharing a life?
Oh, this is the guys who were doing like the comedy skit.
back in. We're not rehearsing.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Would this blonde-haired, life-saving outworlder bear any resemblance to our suspect here?
Oh, that's him!
Mr. Luocha, he rescued both of us.
Can I ask when this rescue occurred?
It was the day before the ambrosial arbor came back to life.
We were planning to thank him properly, but in the aftermath of the arbor incident, we never had the time.
Are you two the people in dark clothing? What's with the wardrobe change?
Dark clothing? Oh, I know what you're talking about. What a pair of clowns we are. Dark clothing.
We fell into a ditch.
Wait, what?
There we were, looking for a spot to practice our new routine. We found a place, eventually. A little dilapidated, but nice and quiet. Shame about the giant ditch.
Is that what he was doing for the 2 hours? He was fishing them out of a ditch?
I lost my footing and slipped right in. My associate here, Ford, yelled after me, "Don't panic! Ford's got your back!" 2 seconds later, he landed on my back.
Oh, and this is why they smelled terribly, because they had landed in a ditch. Also, how does the Luofu have ditches, considering it's a floating spacecraft? Are there just, like, open water? Like, I'm assuming this spacecraft probably does have sewage, but are there, like, open sewage pipes that people can fall into on this spacecraft?
Unfortunately, the ditch was connected to a sewer outlet.
Oh, there's my answer.
Head to toe in... Anyway, I assume that's why you thought we had dark clothing on. A dignified story, I'm sure you'll agree.
No wonder Yinshu said she had to cover her nose.
Anyway, thankfully Mr. Luocha was passing by and dragged us back to dry land. It took all his strength, I'll wager. A thousand thanks, kind stranger. Without your bravery, we'd never have gotten out of that ditch alive.
No, sir. That if you ever need anything, and it's within our power to help, you can count on us.
Even it's beyond our power to help.
That's too kind of you. It was nothing, really.
Nonsense! You went out of your way to...
Don't worry about it. You should head back home now. Take care.
No! We can't thank you enough!
Oh, one moment, both of you. That sewage could well contain harmful compounds. I'm something of a doctor. Let me give you a prescription. Make sure to use the medicine and get some good rest. There you go.
Oh, that's what the title page is for.
We'll take our leave now.
That's what the title page is for, is he needed something to write on to give them the prescription, maybe?
Be careful on the back. Wouldn't want to find ourselves in another ditch now, would we?
Here, that's the prescription he gave us.
A paper flower? It's beautiful. Did Luocha make this?
That's right. He wrote down the prescription and folded it into shape.
A man of romantic sensibilities, one might say.
The paper looks familiar. Can I open it?
Of course. We'd already opened it when we showed it to the pharmacy.
We were planning on handing it over to the Realm Keeping Commission. We suspect it's probably our best chance of tracing him.
We can take it off you. We'll let you know when we find him.
Let me see. Of course!
What is it?
It's the title page of the Angler Mystery. The prescription's on this side, but on the back there's... Huh? So that's what this is all about?
What's on the back?
Look yourself.
To the next reader, the killer is Chen Hong, the nephew of Chang the Ninth. Yours sincerely, best regards, the immortal spoiler.
The immortal spoiler? Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Good Joker reference. All right.
I'm starting to think the Luocha we envision doesn't square with a real one. Would a villain do a good deed like this?
So he paid for the book and tore off the title page to protect people from the spoiler. He must be a fan of this book too. I knew Angler Mystery fans couldn't be bad.
Okay, and Luocha can now visit the Express. Oh, we get to keep the flower. And there's our see a different side of Luocha. That doesn't tell us why he's here with the coffin. I really want to know what the coffin is about. But yes, Friendly Fire was definitely one of the achievements I was concerned about getting because it's a little bit difficult. So these are damage achievements, a healing achievement, which I don't know what my max heal is from. I don't think any of my characters even have 8,000 HP total, so that'll take a while. Fire Break, Quantum Break, Technique, low HP achievement, the Antimatter achievement, Branya, Cocolia, Unfulfilled Wish, unnecessary. I don't know what this achievement's about. Need more text messages. Yeah. And then complete the companion mission, A Night Stranger. Oh, we still haven't seen it. Witness Luocha's hidden side, Coffin Dancer. So we still have, maybe there's a part 2 that we'll get later. Okay, so that should be everything that's in Exalting Sanctum, and it is. Okay, so we can finally start exploring the area, and talking to everyone so that we can try and 100% it. So we'll start in the farthest point of the map. Give me 1 minute to run over there. Oh wait, actually the first thing we should do is go back here and talk to the merchant to see if he'll buy the dragon beads. The dragon marbles.
If we're not on patrol, we should get some rest.
Is that part 2? I tried fixing some other relevant recordings in the Cycrane and I found this part about Luocha. I left it with the 4-square mirror. Please have a look when you can. However, it still leans toward Mr. Luocha. I have nothing to do with this. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm just doing my job. Oh, that doesn't show up as the quest, so let's keep that in mind real fast. I didn't expect you to score expensive pharmaceuticals like that from just a small component. Feels like I can exchange this with someone I know. You know very well that one man's treasure is another man's trash. This is my final hint. I heard there's a Ciencio aficionado who came all the way from the IPC. He might be interested in your draconic tears. IPC. Is that the man who's doing the research? I think he's on a bench over here. When we were exploring, we got a quest from him. Is it him? No. IPC aficionado. Okay, so... Oh, IPC specialist. Okay, it's this man. I really should correct this bad habit of talking to myself. I've grown infatuated recently with the mysteries of Xianzhou culture. I've been obsessed with thinking about them. In one of them, there are dracons in the luminescent depths that can live for thousands of years, and their tears crystallize into pearls. It's enough to set the mind racing. But Scale Gorge Waterscape delves generally don't let outworlders like us go down, and the draconic tears out on the market are all too processed, so they lack the legendary authenticity. Actually, I've got some right here. I've seen too many draconic tears on the market, so I hope you can show me something a little different. I really like the bottle, though. I kind of don't want to give it to him. This is my first time I've seen draconic tears inside a glass jar like this. This is exactly the kind of authentic draconic tears that I'm looking for. Thank you so much. Could you reciprocate in kind? Ah, got it. Do unto others what you would have them do unto you. I didn't bring anything valuable with me today, so here's something very small for you as thanks. Okay, so all that passing around just to get 10 stellar jade. I wonder, since he said today, if we should go and visit Howard again tomorrow, or like the next time on stream, and see if maybe he'll give us something more if we visit him again. Let's see if we have enough. 5 less. I was almost able to get all of it, and then I would have been able to get another one of these guys. Okay, so let's go back to the Exalting Sanctum. I was really excited to explore, and then they're like, actually, here's part 2 of the quest. I'm like, no, he's got us.
If we're not on patrol, we should get some rest.
Okay. This way. This way. I will memorize where these stairs are eventually.
Drop by the
Worry not. I'll handle it. Yes, none of this is our concern. The journey has only just begun to...
So he seems to know something about the future, so I wonder if he's a Stellaron hunter or linked to Elio in any way. Because they said that...
Where'd the sound go?
He said, the Stellaron hunter said that there are other people, or actually I think it was Fushwen said that there are other people, that... I'm doing well, how are you? Thank you for joining the stream. Yes, I'm having a good time playing Honkai Star Rail as well. I'm finding it quite an enjoyable game and would suggest it to anyone who wants to play it. But Elia or Fushun said there are other people that are able to see the future, and so I wonder if Luocha works for someone as well. Best way to watch streams is just find somewhere comfortable, sit down, relax.
Don't do this to me. Hearing half a sentence is like developing half a photo. I'll be up all night thinking about it.
It's true, it's very mysterious to cut off halfway through like that, especially with that dialogue. My day's going pretty well. I had to go drop some kittens that the local stray had in our backyard off at the animal shelter right before stream, so that was why I was a little late today. But otherwise, today's been going pretty well, I would say. Oh, there's the Coffin Dancer achievement. I'd wondered where that one was. Anything exciting happening with your day? Like, you gone out and done anything, or just like a chill kind of day? Check the restored recording and listen to Luocha's monologue. Okay. Been jumping around watching many people's streams? That sounds pretty fun. Get to see a lot of different people's personalities and whatnot. Thank you for the compliment for my model. I have spent quite a bit of time working on him to make him cute.
Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Okay, so now we're done with Luocha's quest. And so we should finally be able to walk around and explore the Exalting Sanctum, and then we'll move to the Divination Commission. Thank you. I'm having a good time streaming. I waited a while to start streaming because I thought I was kind of intimidated from it, but I've had like a good time. Everyone that's been on my streams has been really nice to me, so definitely would suggest. Only this year, so probably a couple months at this point. Okay, we could go straight to the Divination Commission if we wanted. I started like just after, a little bit after this game that I'm playing came out, so not quite right on time with it, which was my goal, but not soon after either. Why didn't he come by today? I'm at my wit's end here. What are you selling? Okay. Not anything I need. Let's see. There's another... Oh yeah, the medicine. The snake oil salesman. But thank you. Oh, I can't walk all the way over there. But thank you for popping in. I do not stream every day. I stream on Wednesdays currently, Fridays, and Sundays. And I try to stream at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all of those days. But sometimes I am a little late because of real life issues. But so far I've been pretty consistent. Yes, I might, I'm currently unemployed, but once I get a day job again, I'll probably have to drop it back down to, oh, can we get the bird out? I'll probably have to drop it back down to 2, because I don't know if 3 is manageable. Honkai Star Rail is the only one I played on stream, but if we're talking about any game that I played recently, even off stream, the most interesting one that I've played is probably Subnautica. I really enjoy survival games if there's a storyline involved. If the only point is just to survive, that's a little boring. But with the story of Subnautica, it's really cool.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Do you have a favorite game? If everyone thought like you did, the art of butterfly immersion. Thank you. Would be wiped out. If Master Zerun had listened to these so-called business interests back then, the bridge of Grandma's home would have never even been released. Then you can take your artistic dreams and your bridge and jump off into a lake. Do you think I said this to cause you pain? Why can't we all make a little money together? Why have you got to be so pig-headed? Oh, okay, so more multiplayer games. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of multiplayer in like person v person, but I do like watching Dead by Daylight streams. They're a lot of fun. Um, I like watching people play Huntress, and then I like watching people play Ghostface. Those are really fun killers to watch people play or to play against. Though the Xenomorph that just came out, I was absolutely delighted to watch people play because I'm a big Aliens fan. Why I said that. But art cannot be measured by commercial impact alone. Why would you try to make a living in the industry if you have no respect for art at all? No, 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 no. Please don't bother the Realm Keeping Commission with this little tiff of ours. Woohee, calm down. Let's not put our show for people. I'm arguing if you had a creative license, right? Let me explain to the boy here. We're Butterfly Immersia Creative. She is Nanji, the producer, and I'm the director. Woohee. Let's stop there for you to get calmed down. Sorry to make you laugh. Have you got anything you'd like to say? Well, right now I'm streaming, so I can't go off stream for anything. But if you leave a link in the comments, I will definitely get to it after stream. Thank you for popping in. Okay, so nothing here. Little kids are cute. Anything over here? Oh, I don't have a Discord for this channel, so unfortunately I'm not all up to date on that kind of thing. Martial arts and fitness. Mister, want to learn about martial arts and fitness? Come take a look at our flyer and I'll fill you in on all the other details. Awesome, I knew you'd be keen. I promise I'll make this really quick. I'm the coach at the Exaltum Sanctings Tiger Boxing Gym, Shumao. We're a custom boxing gym set up for Outworlders, and our coaches are the best on the Luocha with rich experience in immortality training. All our boxers are living out long lives and achieving incredible results. Our boss always says that he didn't open this gym to make money, but rather let more interstellar travelers across the hyper-immortality way of life found aboard the Xianxiao Luocha. There's never been a better time to sign up as a member. I just sign up for 10 years and get another 5 years for free. That's a crazy deal. How about I help you register with us right now? Learned in all things. I'll mull it over. Alright, new achievement. Collect 80 readable items for the Xianxiao Luocha. Okay. Alright. I swear that I'm not joking, but I actually do not have a Twitter or an Instagram for this account either. If you go into my channel, there is a link list, like a link tree that has all of the social media that I do have. So if that's what you would prefer, you can send it there, but you can always just post the link in the stream chat and I can get to it after stream. Alright, let's investigate the divine. I'm pretty sure I already looked through here, but I want to just make sure that I got everything before we move on. Oh wait, that was a separate investigate. The plate on the file repository is labeled Nemesis Abomination. You pull out a random scroll. When you open it, a synthetic voice as smooth as silk forms in your mind. Borison, primate, hominid, canine subspecies. They are the most powerful race of the denizens of abundance, and have long been the arch nemesis of the Xianzhou Alliance. Borison have some anatomical features of canines. Besides being violent fighters, they excel at making weapons, armor, and even spaceships using biological technologies. They enslave and modify other intelligent races to attack and plunder other planets. The coalition of the denizens of abundance, led by the Borison, has had at least 3 large-scale wars with the Xianzhou. Now the coalition has become a shadow of its former self, following the capture and imprisonment of its former war mutter by the Cloud Knights. Nice. Alright, we have already, and that's exactly the kind of thing I was looking for that I must have missed earlier. I did speak to them already. I've spoken to her as well. Oh, that's new. Okay, that's an investigate I have not done yet. Ally, the International Peace Corporation. The International Peace Corporation is a top-notch pan-galactic mega enterprise. It has a foothold in many worlds and is in control of the civilizations of over 10,000 planets. In the name of the Clypoth, the firmament arbiter, they keep trillions of living beings under protection. The alliance between the Xianzhou and the IPC was formed in 2022 SC. The Baladins and a mercantile race acted as a go-between and helped Xianzhou become an important member of the Pan-Galactic Business Network. IPC adopts a cautious and neutral stance in interstellar disputes, as the corporation only trades and exchanges information related to business with its allies. Gaining its support in war is out of the question. Okay, so that should be everything out of there. Let me check okay, yeah, we have 7 out of 7, so I don't need to be looking for treasure chests or anything, just the... Oh, can't go in there. Yeah, go for it. Just put it in the chat and I'll make sure to get to it after stream. The breeze and the moon. Poke my heart. The breeze and the moon. Stomp my heart. Oh, this is the guy who's trying to write poetry that is using the umbrellas. Looking at the rags you're wearing, I can tell you're not a Xianzhou native. Rags? I get it, you must be an outworlder. Are you in any trouble? Just tell me and I'll help you get things sorted. Is this how you talk to people? Is something wrong? This is how I speak at home and I've never gotten a reaction like yours. Oh my goodness, why not? You're just helping me clock some hours for my job. Never mind then. Sorry, I got distracted by something. Alright, what job hours are those? Oh, you don't even know this? You really are an outworlder. Here on the CN show, we have to take a series of examinations in order to qualify for our rite of passage. The community service program that I'm volunteering for is part of this examination, and if I don't clock enough effective on-the-job hours, I won't be considered an adult. Alright, fine, I've gotta stop wasting my time. I still have an examination to pass. If you're not gonna help me, then get out of my way. How rude. Okay. I talked about this before, but the fact that this is canonically Jing Yuan's brother, and he does look better than most NPCs, but the absolute discrepancy between a playable character and a non-playable character is just so high. This young lad is dressed to the nines and looking fantastic. Sorry, I haven't even introduced myself. My name's Jing Feng, and I'm the younger brother of the General Jing Yuan from the Luocha. I don't really get up to much, but I love making acquaintances with elites like yourself. I can see you have an exceptional attitude there, young lad. I can see you're the kind of person who helps the needy, just like me. I never thought I'd meet such an honorable soul here in the Exalting Sanctum. This is simply a gift from the gods. Chance encounters are far better than planned ones. I, Jing Feng, would like to invite you, my lad, to the Sleepless Earl over Star Watcher Avenue. I'll even cover 20% of the bill. No, how about I chip in 30% of the bill? That means we're still covering 70. That should be good faith enough, right? If you want to leech off others, just say ho. Is this how people on the CN show flirt? Oh, I'm not flirting. This is just making friends between like-minded people. I get it. A young lad should be wary of a stranger like me, but I'm the dear brother of a famed general, so there's no way I could ever trick you. If you don't believe me, ask around the Exalting Sanctum about me. Everyone knows the name Jing Feng around these parts. I'll go ask, Jing Yuan never mentioned a brother, but okay. That just means Jing Yuan doesn't realize how famous his dear brother is. Jing Yuan? You're not the one who's been running around with the Cloud Knights locking up crooks, right? Pardon me, I'm the one who didn't realize how famous you are. All that stuff I was saying about generals and brothers. I'm a bit feeling dizzy and was just spouting nonsense. Please, sir, have mercy on my soul. Yes. Do you rely on swindling people to make a living? You might call it swindling, but that's like just your opinion, man. I like to call myself a forager. Put simply, it's a person who visits all kinds of restaurants, large and small, to put together reviews for others' perusal. However, there's too many people doing this on the CN show now, so if you want to stand out from the crowd, you have to do something else. And the easiest way to do that is to create a different brand for yourself. Think about it. Is there anyone that could possibly be more intimidating than the family member of the Luocha's greatest general? Well, that's what I came up with in any case. Anyway, that's it. I'm just getting myself fed, and the shopkeepers get free advertisement out of me. Alas, some of these guys even accuse me of dining and dashing. If you ask me, these are the real scoundrels. Is that not the definition of scrounging? Ugh, you're right. I have to focus right now on changing things up so I don't end up starving. Okay. Okay, we just need to go in that corner, and that's everything in this area.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Oh, the umbrella is still there. Interesting. Let's circle around this side to keep going in this direction. Okay. And Doesn't look like it can go any farther here. Spice Supreme Chef. Hello guests, sorry to bother you, but I noticed that your attire that you're an outworlder traveler. Do you have any unique ingredients or recipes that you can tell me about? I don't do my own cooking. It's all home-cooked fare, nothing special. Have you heard of interstellar locusts? Oh no, I saw your reply. I haven't seen a link though for the portfolio. That's what I was waiting for, so I could tell you I got the link, but I don't see anything. It's all home-cooked fare, nothing special. Is that so? I guess I'm the one asking a strange question. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Yan Shu, head chef and owner of Spices Supreme. The restaurant's not busy right now, so I'm taking a break here in Have a nice day as well! Here in the Exalting Sanctum, but couldn't take my mind off developing new dishes. Spices Supreme isn't far from here. Please visit us if you're interested. Our motto is, cook for the people. We guarantee our food is inexpensive and tasty. Ah, I've chatted so much with you. Here's something for you to have a taste. You must come to Spices Supreme to try our dish, if you get a chance. It'll be an experience you'll never forget. Go ahead, I'll tell you everything I know, as long as they're not business secrets. Do you have any recommendations? You can try our trademark dishes like the crisp melon and diced chicken, pork slices and fish sauce, and Granny Shin's tofu to start. These are all famous dishes that have withstood the test of time. You can't go wrong with them. Everyone's tastes are different, and my recommendations might not suit your palate, but we've got a myriad of flavors, so I'm sure there's one thing that'll pique your fancy. You know the Xianzhou natives' life is long, so they are very particular about a variety in their pursuit of flavor. Every Thursday we've got Odd Taste Thursday event, where we serve some dishes with rather interesting flavors. It's to provide some variety and fun to the Xianzhou gourmandizers. These new dishes may not be tasty, but they'll definitely leave you with an unforgettable experience. And that kind of commenter, ladies and gentlemen, is someone who tries to go onto someone's stream and get them to either access a shady link or trying to sell their own stream instead of just appreciating the stream they are on, because that person, while they were speaking to us, followed me to try and get me to follow back on them, and sent me messages to go to a third-party portfolio. So you can guess what, and then once they sent the link, they have unfollowed me. So you can guess what kind of individual that is, but you should always remain pleasant. I wanted to make sure that they were the kind of person I was expecting when they started talking about a third-party link and wanting access to instant messages and whatnot. And I was correct. Unfortunate. I was excited to have another commenter, but you win some, you lose some. Continuing on.
The Wafu is famous for its mung bean soda. You've got to give it a try.
Which we have, and apparently tastes very nasty. Mung bean soda is specialty aboard the Luocha and simply has to be tried. Yuck. Sorry if it's offensive, but this stuff tastes like sewer water. That's what we've been getting so far from that. The Foxians are designed so well that the NPCs still look cute. It's the same thing with the Vidyhada race, is that it's that same thing. I'm just like, they look adorable. Okay, so we're gonna do this corner, and then the middle, and the side bit, and then we'll come back and do this part. Or maybe middle first, then this part, so we can go here, so we don't have to walk all the way back. Alright, and there's not really anything in the middle, so it's pretty easy. We'll just do a circuit to make sure there's no sparkle that pops up that only shows up when you get close. Because this is where we met Bailu. Oh, it's one of these where we're not allowed to smash the vase. You've smashed countless innocent vases like this before, but this one is remarkably different. Instead of shattering to pieces as expected, it somehow stays in place, motionless. Hey, what are you doing? A sudden strange cry emits from the vase. You've been a nameless for a while now and consider yourself experienced in many things, but this is still a shock. Whack it again. Hey, take it easy. My brain's about to explode. I'm the immortal in a vase, and I've lived in this vase in seclusion for thousands of years. If it weren't for a klutz like you today, I'd probably have chilled out for a few millennia more. Whack it again. Stop it! Are you addicted to doing that? Kids these days. You're a vicious beast with a thunderous temper. The vase may be an ordinary object, but with the blessing of my power, a pipsqueak like you won't be able to shake it up at all. Why do you live inside a vase? Why don't you live in a vase? The mortal world is cruel and evil. Only within this vase can I enjoy my peace. The universe is an infinite birdcage, and this snail shell is liberating as an entire world. In fact, with the amount of power I have, most people wouldn't notice this vase, yet you did. If you're not an extraordinary person already, then you're destined for greatness somewhere. Why don't you give me a hand? Consider that an apology for disturbing me. Is there an advantage to helping you out? Haha, very well. Unfeared, but by repute or fame, focused solely on worldly wealth. Don't worry. I may have been out of this world for a few thousand years, but I can still afford a small sum of thanks. Please find me 5 bags of trash. Oh, this is the vase, or you put the trash in it. I've heard about this thing. Within the vase lies a spotless vacuum, and I've always felt it lacks the hustle and bustle of mortal life. Once you find the trash, simply toss them into my vase. I have it. Now the question is, do we want to use luxurious fancy trash or do we want to use normal trash? That is the question. The vase stands there, as much a mundane object as the immortal in the vase claims. You've broken countless vases like this before, but it's definitely different from all those other vases. Even if you can't tell what the difference is, its presence is overwhelming, but it's somehow ignored by passerby. Let's put the items inside. Oh, it only gives us the option for normal trash. You gaze down as the trash in your hands, then back at the relatively small vase. Can you really stuff this much trash into this vase? But it's not something for you to ponder over. After all, pedestrians in the Exalting Sanctum also can't imagine you running all over the place with bags of trash. You stuff one bag into the vase. It should drop down to the bottom, but you don't hear any sound. Then you shove in the remaining trash. They disappear without a sound. This is the hustle and bustle of the mortal realm. I didn't expect you to actually bring it. Very well. That's exactly what I wanted. Here, a gift for you. The gates of the celestial realm are open. Come and get it. You dip your left hand in as a precaution, keeping your dominant hand free to use as a weapon, a toothbrush, or a fork in the future. You touch the bottom of the vase, the rubbish you dropped in nowhere to be found, and there's nothing that might be the immortal in a vase. Then you do feel something. It's the immortal's gift. Is it fancy trash? You pull out your hand, the vase stands before you in silence. Did I pull anything out? I don't think I pulled anything. Oh, there we go. It just took a while. Okay, we got some straw. Good enough, good enough. We've talked to the umbrella. We can talk to it again just to make sure we did. Yeah, okay, we've already done this conversation. Alright. So we've done all of there. So this is the last area over here. Oh, we've somehow gone off track. I want to do this cycling though, but I need to do it in the order that I said, otherwise I will forget. Flower-shaped chandelier. This flower, which is unexpected product. Foreign currencies in the alliance. The life of a flower can be full of surprises. I think they're really pretty. I would buy one of these if they were on the market. Oh, it's actually like a living thing. Okay. It bears fruit once every 1,000 years or so. The fruit is delicious, sugar-free, fat-free, making it well-loved by gym-goers. There must be like an entire farm of these then. Okay, so nothing from them. Okay, and then I have all this food already. That goes to a different area. So let's go this way. Oh, and this is the little corridor where we were having the secret meeting with the Sanctus Medicus disciples. Okay, we're almost done, which is great because we are almost out of time too. So we will probably get this area done and then we will call it a night. Lian. 2 toy doorbells, flexible displays, shelves, refrigerators, extractor fans, star gifts, jade abakai, massage chairs, secondhand or broken, I buy them all. Toys, wait, don't just clap along. I'm hawking for business. If you clap like that, people will think it's a straight show. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Leon, manager of the Oldies Depot. And when I say manager, I mean I'm the only person there. It's just me and my small business. The Oldies Depot mainly buys and sells second-hand appliances, fixes up old stuff, and buys antiques. But the Xianzhou people live so long that they have no interest in anything old, let alone bothering to fix anything. Not quite, but most of the regulars here are outworlders. Sometimes we'll get a Xianzhou shopper selling some junk to make a little pocket money, but never anyone buying secondhand goods or repairing things. You don't seem to have anything old there that needs fixing up. Don't tell me you've come for a chat. Really? How curious. What do you want to chat about? Okay. And then we go over here.
So you're still reading traditional literature? Move on already. Web novels are the way forward.
I love that NPC. Web novels, same. I also am reading quite a few of those myself. Oh, this one's new. Or maybe they're unlocked now? I swear these weren't here before. As you can see, I bought everything that was available at the time, so I wonder if those are new. Okay, I can't buy anything from her. Can't talk to you. Nothing to interact with. There's the umbrella we were speaking to. Oh. Book. No book over here. Can't listen to them. Alright, so the part I have been wanting to do is this one of these Psycranes we're missing. Pride or Greed. I think the last two were missing. Young Heartthrob. Look who's here. Boss, another blockhead has come into our territory. Boss, he doesn't know anything. He's not as welcome here at all. You see a boy, Little Johnny, and a girl, Little Susie. They are discussing their plan to conquer the world with Stonker, a Psycrane. You happen to be their newest target. Your boss is a Psycrane? Our boss is smarter than grown-ups. Boss Man here can help me with my homework even better than my mom. Exactly, without Boss Man, we would still be back at home doing homework right now. You've got it wrong. The Xianzhou Luofu still belongs to Jing Yuan, and we only own this small piece of land. Indeed, do not take the liberty of expanding our territory. We won't be able to defend it at all. I'm here to make a scene on your turf. How dare you! Not only did you not ask for our permission to enter our territory, but now you want to make a scene? Don't you know about the unspoken rules of the land? Oh, I know the rules. Guess we'll have to duke it out. Duke it out? If you dare to start a fight, I'll burst into tears first. Please simmer down. We don't go by the rules of gangsters here. Listen, we're the Luofu Infamous Four. We despise fools who think violence can solve everything. In this galaxy, only wisdom counts. And I am a Psycrane who has been conferred wisdom. Understand? Even the Wisdom Walker will take notice of me. I'm different from ordinary humans like you. About the Infamous Four. Are you talking about the Luofu Infamous Four? Fupuro isn't here today. He has the runs. That's not the point. You should be impressed by my matchless wisdom. Stop talking about irrelevant details. Listen, if you want to leave our territory unscathed, you must prove that you have wisdom. Boss, there's a bonus question in our unfinished homework. How about we let him have a try? Splendid idea. If he can't solve it, it proves that he is lacking in wisdom. If he can solve it, it means we can just copy the answer. Shh. Tell me the bonus question. Well, this is a challenging one. Even someone as intellectually endowed as myself can't make heads or tails of it, so it's the perfect question to test your intellect. Bring the workbook over here. Since you've accepted the challenge on your own accord, don't blame us for picking on you. The question is, there's a boy called Little Johnny and a girl called Little Susie. They each have been tasked with planting flowers in tin pots. Okay. I'm Little Johnny. It takes me 5 minutes and Little Susie 10 minutes to till the soil for 1 pot. Okay, so if there's 10 pots, it takes him 5, it takes her 10, so they've tilled 2 pots. I'm Little Susie. I can sow the seeds 3 times faster than Little Johnny. Okay, I'm gonna need to write things down. There are 10 pots. 5 minutes for J and 10 minutes for S to sow. Or to till, I mean. And then Susie is 3 times faster for seeding than Johnny is. I'm a capitalist, but I only have 10 straws for them. How many straws should Little Susie get? Okay, so we have $10 worth of money. What are the answers? I've got the answer. How much should I get? Okay. So if Johnny takes 5 minutes to till the pots, it would take him 50 minutes to do all 10 pots. While then it would only take it would take 100 minutes for little Susie to do it, which is an hour 40. While then she is 3 times faster seeding than Johnny, but she doesn't explain how long that is, just that she's faster at seeding. So if we say that seeding takes 10 minutes, right? And so it would take him to do all the pots, it would be another 100 minutes. Well, then she's 3 times faster, so it would only take her 3 minutes per pot. And so that would only be about, like, it's not quite 3 minutes, it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds, 33 seconds. And so 33 times 10 is 330 seconds, which divided by 60 is... Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get math wrong, so I need to wait. Which is an extra 5 minutes and a half, 55. And so for little Susie to do all of it would take her 2 hours and 15 minutes and 55 seconds, while for little Johnny to do all of it would take him would take him 2 hours and 30 minutes. So actually, little Susie, even though she takes longer for her to till, she gets it done faster by 14 minutes and 5 seconds. So she should get all of the money. But that's not an availability. So if we instead had little Johnny do all of the tilling, which is 50 minutes, and little Susie do all of the seeding, which is 35 minutes, that's the shortest amount of time, which is an hour 20 minutes, hour 25 minutes. And if it's an hour 25 and 55 seconds, little Johnny is doing more work by 20 minutes, 25, or by 15 minutes. And so he should get a little bit more than her. So there's 10 straws. We shouldn't split it evenly because it isn't even work, so it wouldn't be 5. So I think she should get 3. That's not fair. How so? Both of us planted 10 pots of flowers. Why should you get more? Let me think about this. Oh, they're each 10 pots of flowers? I thought there were 10 pots total. I spent way too long on this equation than I should have. I've got it. Since the workload is the same, each of you should receive 5 straws. It was challenging, but we solved it together. Don't be modest. You basically solved the question by yourself. Boss just told us to skip the bonus question. I'm here to pick you up. Really? My coworker needs me? There is no place for me here anymore. I should leave. Boss, what are you talking about? You're still our boss, and this is our territory. He's right. We still need you to help us with our homework. I thought I earned my position with my wisdom. I didn't realize your admiration for me was genuine. It's all in your head. Exactly. We don't need any reason to like you. Any boss who can help us with our homework is good in our books. I'm afraid I must leave, but I've still come back to visit every now and then. We'll always be the Luocha infamous for. Will you ever come back? We still have work to do, and there's still plenty for the boss to do. Please don't interfere with our business. That's right. We won't be letting the boss leave unless we know for sure that they're going to come back. I'm touched. I'll definitely be back. Seeing how happy they are, you wonder who the boss actually is here. In any case, it seems like the matter has been resolved, which is something to celebrate. Okay, so that one was pride, so we're only missing greed at this point. Another missing Psycrane is back. Now there's only one left. Only one Psycrane left. Thank you so much. I like wrote it down and everything, tried to do the math and percentages for that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so as far as we are aware, we have all of this done. We might, we do want to see if maybe if Howard will give us something later because of his wording, and we might check the Immortal Vase again to see if maybe it's a multi-day quest. Or a multi-day interaction kind of thing. Oh, right, we did not go into the actual building over here. I wonder, is the reason why we didn't give it fancy trash because we don't have any fancy? No, we do. We just don't have 5 of it. Okay. Advertisement. Many life hacks are written on the bulletin board, 80% of which are related to fraud prevention. Hey, like we were talking about with the chatter earlier. I've been scammed. Are you the victim? State your name, occupation, and amount in losses. Please recount for me the entire experience of getting scammed in the street. You must be the victim. The guy used the old family treasure sword scam to— Oh! Yeah, this guy. He's the one who's like... I remember him. We found the sword and we were like, hey, it's my sword. The victims are unfamiliar with Xianzhu's history and so are easily tricked. What then was the amount lost? I didn't give him anything, so no losses. Very astute. Next time when you encounter a situation, remember to seek help from your nearby Realm Keeping Commission officer. Leave it there. Okay. I'm not at liberty to promptly respond to that question. May I ask, would you like to hear the formal response from the Realm Keeping Officer or a complaint from a regular staff member? Give me the tea. Yeah, your observation's not wrong. If you get lumped into the 2 other lazybones at work, you'll soon become the most reliable around the workplace too. It isn't a glorious title, so I simply couldn't be happy about it. She's delightful. I would love to be her coworker. No, I don't really keep anything interesting there. Trying to make sure that book wasn't something I could pick up. What's up? If something's important, please go to Officer Dehao, and literally anything else, please go to Jinyuan. What issues would you be handling normally? I'm the kind of person who hates inconvenience. If you have any kind of work that's not too tiring, not too troublesome, then I'm down for that. I'm the Realm Keeping Commission's most intellectual, and I'm only show up when those 2 get stuck. Just look at those 2. I'm mainly talking about Officer Jinyan here. She's still going at it so hard, I don't have to. I'm gonna tell her on you. Doesn't matter, mate. A person like her is born to work hard and she never trusts what I do. Also, every time when there are outstanding troubles to deal with, she'll just complete it for me personally. So telling her anything would just be adding to her troubles. I urge you not to do this. My man, put aside your judgmental look. I'd put in the hours working long and hard before, and I was once upon a time considered an elite officer at the General Affairs. Besides, why do I have to work at the Realm Keeping Commission? If it weren't for my failed investments, with all the curves of the chart going down and only the prices going up, working has been an unnecessary option. I hustled, I failed. Now this is the best effort I can put into work right now. Hey, don't leave just yet. As long as we're chatting here, there won't be any new tasks assigned to me, so let's chat a little longer, sir. We hate coworkers like him. The worst.
Household registration always.
Old man awaiting deportation. Oh, so there is someone still willing to chat with this old coffin dodger. That's a fun... I want to write that down. Coffin dodger. That's funny. have too many tabs open. When people get older, they can catch pneumonia just by having a sip of water. My aching, aging throat. Dear boy, you're far too optimistic. I might not even survive to see a complete recovery. Ooh, hiccup. Is it really strange for criminals waiting for reparations by a Skyfaring Commission to be waiting here? I am Batuta. I used to be a judge in the Clint Republic. My side hustle was a travel writer.
Household registration always takes for... Household registration always takes forever.
Now we're done. I got an achievement though, so that it was a good thing to come in here. I remember that scam, I just didn't know there was someone we could report that to. Do not retrieve the credits that the fraudster took. Oh, did he take credits? I thought we were able to do that one without him getting anything. Oh, oops. I didn't know that he took credits from us. Whoops-a-daisy. Okay, so now we have completely gone through the entirety of the Exalting Sanctum. We got through Luocha's companion mission, and we got quite a few achievements today. And so next time we will be going to Divination Commission to get the Warp Trotter and to take a glance around everywhere, get some of these puzzles done. And then and do any quests that are in the Divination Commission. There's this one, which is Kafka's companion mission, and that's the only one that's currently in the Scalescape Water Gorge. So this Sunday we'll probably be working on Kafka's mission then. And then we will of course get Himiko and Wells' opinion. I always love doing the optional bits because it gives you that little bit more. Yeah, so that's what we'll be doing next time. We are making progress on getting through everything that is currently available in Honkai Star Rail. 4 more areas, and we're making a dent in those quests. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely day and a lovely weekend for those of you who are already on Saturday, and for those of you who it's coming up. I hope it's a blast. Make sure that you be careful about frauds and scam artists. And have a lovely good night, good day, good time. Goodbye, everyone.